Hi there, Bellas. I Beast here with another PvP video. This one is going to be the Jungle Cup. Here is some good battles and some bad battles. Hopefully you can learn from my good and you can learn from my bad of what not to do. These are practice battles. The trainers I'm going against are still trying to figure out teams, and so am I. Trying to figure out team composition, what works best with each other, and yeah, so let's see how these practice battles go. My first matchup is Venusaur, and I decide to go with Venomoth, and I win the lead against his Vig. So I'm expecting him to switch out, and he brings in Noctowl, so I don't have a straight counter for it, but I do bring in my Venusaur, because Venusaur can still do work on a Noctowl with shields. So I do have to use my shield here, and I throw a Sludge Bomb at him, and he doesn't block, so that gets a very nice chunk of damage out there. I do have to use another shield. I can go to another Frenzy Plant, and this will either burn a shield or take him out, and he does decide to burn his shield. So he basically could farm me up now. I don't know if I would actually get to another Frenzy Plant. We'll have to check that out later. But I do decide to go into my Noctowl just to farm off the rest of the energy for whatever comes in next. So he brings in his Vig again. I can do my Sky Attack, and I do a quick switch into my Venomoth. And I am able to get this charge move off also to do a very nice chunk of damage to his Vigoroth. He does get his move off, and it is a Bulldoze. Bulldoze eats my Venomoth, but I am able to take him down with Confusions and a charge move in the back. And it is Venusaur, luckily for me. So I do have a fly in the back, my Noctowl, and he will be able to get to a charge. Oh, he doesn't actually. I think he was trying to go for Sludge Bomb, and I'm able to get my Sky Attack off. So that is round 1. GG's. Okay, so for match number 2, we are going to decide to lead with Vigoroth. So we do not win the lead matchup with his Noctowl. We do try to get a few moves off and get a body slam. He does not have to shield this, but this is going to chunk away at his health. He will be able to get a Sky Attack off, and I have to shield. Vigoroth, you need to use shields, and I get this body slam off. So I do think I should have shielded here. It would have changed the matchup a bit, but I get to this body slam, and I'm able to take him out. So I would have had a healthier Vigoroth going into the next match, and he's able to get 2 counters. So he's 3 away from another body slam. I do bring in my counter for Vigoroth, but he will be able to get to a body slam. So I send out, and he gets another body slam before I can actually get my charge move off. The counters take really long. The animation takes super long. But yeah, so that was not good for me. So I do go into my Venusaur to try to soak up some of these body slams. It's debatable if I should have done that, because I don't know what is actually in the back. And I get to take him down, but with no energy. And he does have a Magnezone. So this would have been a good matchup, but my Venusaur is almost dead, and he'll be able to actually charge energy off me, but he actually sends off his charge attack. Okay, so my Venomoth comes in, and I do try to get to my charge move, but he gets there first, and then it's going to be good game to Zane. So I'm not too sure if I should have switched over there. Maybe my Venomoth would have been able to take his figure a little bit down, and then I would have been able to farm off. So that's debatable. So that'll be for next time, and to check if That would have been a better matchup. So going into our third match, I do go with Fortress, Venomoth, and my Raichu to protect both of my bug types. But I feel this line would have only worked really if I could catch him on a different Pokemon instead of a flyer. So I was really hoping to win this lead. So let's see what happens. So my Fortress goes in against his Noctowl, so the worst lead possible for the team that I picked also. So I do try go for the shields. I go for the charge move to try take down his shields. And I do quick switch out into my Raichu. I feel like I probably should have stayed in and just used up all my shields. I do like Raichu for this cup because I can get the Thunder Punches off super quick. I do want him to try use his shields though. So I do get one shield off him, and I use my shield now versus Vig. And I'll be able to get to another Thunder Punch. So this should actually take him down. So I don't even go for the wild charges, because I would rather get the shields away. So I got no energy for what's coming in, but it is a Magnezone, so I am able to get to a wild charge before I faint and try and do a big chunk of damage to it. He does get off a few moves, so I know that his charge is going to come in super quick. I do come in with my Fortress, and he does get his move off. So I do shield here, and he comes in with his Noctowl. And I wanted to soak up the damage, but as you can see, his Noctowl already had another 2 wing attacks, and he has. That was just a good game. I can't even comment on that. That was GG insane. Okay, so for my next 3 matchups, it's first Rex, a very skilled trainer. So I do win the lead matchup here. Venomoth will eat at his Heracross, and he changes into Electabuzz. So I do try to change into my Venusaur, and I'm able to eat these Thunder Punches. In this matchup, I will have to use one shield eventually if I do want to store up as much energy as I can. So I do carry on chipping away at him, and he does get off his last Thunder Punch before I take him out. So let's see what he brings out. I am planning on using Sludge Bomb straight away on whatever comes out, and his Heracross. So I do burn the shield here, but I do have a lot of stored energy, so I can go for another Sludge Bomb almost straight away. And that does a huge chunk of damage to him. But now he is able to farm up off my Venusaur. So I do decide to bring in my Noctowl, and he does a really good switch, and he goes into his Vigoroth. But I do another quick switch too, and I go into my counter for him, which is Venomoth. So luckily I do have a shield here, so I know I can actually win this matchup versus Vigoroth. One thing with Vigoroth is you do need to switch really quickly if they switch into the Vigoroth, because the counters add up really quick for those body slams. So if you're a little bit slow on your switch, the Vigoroth will take you down. And he does go down, and I do have my fly in the back, so they'll be able to take it out. So that's match number 1. GG's Rex. Going into match number 2, I did want to try a new line of Vigoroth, Venusaur, and my Venomoth. I do like the combination of Venusaur and Venomoth, as they can both take on quite a few Pokemon. As you see with Venomoth, you can take down a Vigoroth, and then also works as a flyer towards the poison typing and grass typing of the other mons. And then the Venusaur can go against Electrics and Vig. So yeah, so let's just see how this matchup goes. So I decided to lead off with Vig, and it's with another Vig. So my first initial thoughts was to piggyback off this matchup, but he decides to go into his Heracross. So that was a very good switch by him, but I am able to switch quickly into my Venomoth. I decide to tank this, and I am able to farm off lots of energy for whatever comes in next. And I'm able to send this into his Electabuzz, and it does a really good amount of damage with his Electabuzz. And I let this go through. So I bring in my Venusaur. I bring my Vig, and I am going to body slam him. I do have a little bit of stored energy, so I can do another body slam. And I do a straight switch into my Venusaur. I don't really actually have to shield these, but I want to keep it at as much health as I can. And that will be for game 2. So GG's Rex. And he gets his final body slam off. I'll just finish off with quick moves over here. So for the final battle of this video, we change up our leads to be Fortress. Let's see how it goes. So Fortress versus Heracross. So I'm not sure how this matchup goes. So I do stay in a little bit and try to get some energy off. And I go into my Venomoth. So he brings in his Golem. So his Golem's doing a lot of damage to me. But I do get off the Silver Wind, which does a huge chunk of damage. And I actually finish this off with Confusions. So I definitely think to note is to block those Silver Winds. Okay, he does bring in his Tortilla, and he gets a few moves off me, so he does have a little bit of energy going. But I do bring in my Fortress, which will be able to chunk at him, and I'll do my Rock Tomb just to try to get a shield out. We do lag a little bit, and I do get the shield, and I am able to farm off the rest of this energy before. Well, he actually switched out. I thought he fainted. So I get this move off, and he shields. So I go into my Raichu, and I do shield this because I want to keep my Raichu as healthy as possible. And I get off the Thunder Punch. No, I don't. He gets to the charge move first. So I get this charge move off, and he comes in with an Stone Edge. So that took down my Raichu pretty quick. Luckily I had my Fortress in the back to take the rest of the damage down. So that's GG's for round number 3. And that'll be the last battle of this practice video. I just want to thank both these trainers for their time. They really did help me learn a lot about the Jungle Cup. Join us again tomorrow for some more Jungle Cup battles against other trainers. And yeah, if you did like it, please subscribe, comment any feedback, and like the video. Cheers, guys.